Larry Ray, age 62, is an accused sex cult leader, and he does not have a published Wikipedia page. He was born Lawrence Greco, and he was raised by his mother and stepfather. He had an edgy life both socially and professionally. Ray used to hang out with influential persons like politicians, business owners, and military officers. He never graduated from college, but he started working on Wall Street. Larry then served as a financial consultant in construction, finance, gambling, and other industries. Moreover, he also co-owned a nightclub named Malibu. Ray also got into the military in 1981, but his service in the Air Force lasted 19 days only. He also faked being a NATO officer and befriended top officers from the FBI. Eventually, Larry was struck with the charges of securities fraud and was sentenced to 5 years of probation. He was released in 2010, after which he began staying in his daughter Talia's dorm room.
Anyone who spent time with Talia Ray during her first year at Sarah Lawrence College heard her talk about her father. He was a truth teller, she'd explain, who'd been silenced by a group of powerful, vindictive men. He'd been sent to prison for his heroic efforts to save her and her younger sister from their abusive mother, and his incarceration was the result of deep-seated government corruption. Talia, who had grown up in New Jersey, was old for a freshman, and had become the de facto leader of her group of friends, organizing their housing for the next year at Slonim Woods 9, a drab two-story brick dorm, in the middle of campus. So in late September 2010, at the beginning of sophomore year, when Talia told her housemates that her father was getting out of prison and needed to crash with them for a while, they were mostly unfazed. Roberta is an alumna of Sarah Lawrence College, a once all-female university, until becoming coeducational in 1968. Ray moved into the house of his daughter and her roommates before moving into the room of a female friend of her daughter, who at the time had a boyfriend. In addition to the abuse the victims endured, Ray also treated them to expensive dinners and clothes that he would pay for in cash. He suffocated Claudia Drury in a hotel room with a plastic bag in order to coerce her back into prostitution, something she was attempting to stop doing. He ended up pimping the woman at a rate of $10,000 to $50,000 a week, totaling $2.5 million over a 4-year period when it was all said and done. Ray also on at least one occasion directed a male and female victim to partake in sexual intercourse with each other. threatened to hit several victims with a hammer, and even goaded 2 of them until they were admitted into mental hospitals. Roberta describes Ray as a middle-aged bald guy who appears as if he could be a character in a Quentin Tarantino movie. The FBI found multiple cell phones, audio recording equipment, and a lie detector machine in his house upon raiding it. Ray also reportedly told some of the victims he was aware of mind control. Law enforcement also found a lock on the refrigerator, as Ray had allegedly been depriving the victims of food as a means of coercion.
How are you going to hit them?
I would have to look in my
history. So you're trying to pull back now, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I don't. I did the comment stuff like back around the time of like the Mitt Romney blog, like way back, like months ago.
You're trying to parse again, like me, Tom.
I'm being honest though.
Come here, Tom. Stick it out. Stick the fucking Stick next is going to be the head of your cock. Do you understand? See this how it feels? What if I pick you up like that? Can I pick you up by your tongue? Huh? Do you think I'm playing with you? Huh? Huh? You're a grown man. I'm a grown man. I don't like what you did. You hear me? Now one more time and I'm going to split your tongue in half. Do you understand me?
No. Yeah. Yes.
You doubting me, Danny?
No.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Doubting me? Still?
No, I know that.
Huh?
I know that you'll hit me. Oh.
Want to doubt me more?
No.
Huh?
No.
I'll bust your face right here. I won't wait till I get downstairs.
No.
Take it to the bank. You and I are fighting it out tonight.
Okay.
Man to man. You could even have the hammer. I told you, beat me with it. You don't start telling the truth. I spent good money to find out these facts, you little piece of shit. And I'm telling you, listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Don't fuck around with lying now. Tell the truth. Next thing's gonna be out is your dick and balls. Did you like that the other night when your balls were getting strangulated?
No.
Huh? What should I do to them tonight? Apologize for lying to everybody right now. And this just now that you were lying.
I'm sorry for
Remember, they don't know the facts. I know them, dickhead. Now.
I didn't destroy my life. Or my sister's life, or my brother's life.
Is he getting hurt?
Yes.
He's walking.
Let's go inside the house, please. Please. Please, Larry.
You're not going in.
Yes,
I told you all day you're not getting in. Stop doing this to me. Stop pinching me. You're hurting me, damn it. Stop hurting me.
Let's go inside the house, Larry.
Stop it.
Let's go inside the house.
I've never seen you face like that. You're dangerous.
I'm not dangerous.
Please, you get a handle on yourself.
Yes, I can get a handle.
Gather yourself.
Fine. Happy normal, fine, no problem. I got it together now, Larry.
You realize that you've assaulted and hurt Yalitza, your sister, and Isabella?
Yes.
Why did you hurt them?
Because I was angry. Okay, fine. You know what? I know I fucked up all day. But that doesn't mean I need to go anywhere.
Why do you hurt yourself? Why do you hit yourself?
Because I'm angry.
Why do you pinch yourself?
Because I'm angry.
Why do you want to bruise yourself?
Because I'm angry.
And what does that do for you?
It makes me feel better.
It makes sense? That makes sense?
Yes, to me it makes sense.
Dr. Rosario.
Dr. Rosario, Harvard graduate of Harvard in Columbia. Yes, it makes sense to me.
What happened to you? Who are you?
I don't know what happened to me.
Who are you?
I'm still me. I'm still me. I'm still the one that you met a long time ago. The woman
who destroyed everything I had. Who hurt Thornton. Who prevented him from getting an attorney. Who put him in the most horrible position he could have been put in. Who damaged his entire property. Who yells and screams. Who caused the neighbors to sign complaints against you for weeks. To keep calling.
So fine. You know what? My mind is better now. And I calm down. And Felicia's back.
Oh my God.
Felicia's back to herself. Not being.
Why are you doing this? Why don't you address this with what the cause of your problem is? Why are you doing this to other people, Felicia?
Because I've been angry. But please, Larry.
But, okay, you say because you've been angry, so that makes it okay to do to other people?
Larry, please don't send me away.
You sent yourself away. I didn't do it. You screamed so loud all day for hours
Please,
and hours
Glenn.
outside.
Please stop
of the
it.
meeting.
Please prevent it.
Tell me
Please.
how. Okay, tell me how.
By calling Glenn back, calling them, and then saying that I'm calm, and I'm happy now, and I'm okay now.
Alright, I'll do that. You think it's gonna work?
Yes, it's going to help, please.
And what if it
Please,
doesn't
Larry.
work?
I don't want to throw myself away because I love you, and I want to stay with you always and
It has
forever.
nothing to do with
Yes,
it.
it matters.
Why
It
you
matters
angry?
to me.
Why you angry?
Because I'm angry at Marissa because she didn't fucking ever care about me, that fucking bitch. Can we go inside the house, please? Larry, come on. Come on, Larry.
Stop hurting me.
I'm not hurting you. Let's
You
go
are.
inside
You're
the house.
pinching me. Stop.
Let's go inside the house, please.
Alicia, you're gonna get hurt yourself.
Please, let's go inside the house. I want my
You're gonna
phone.
hurt yourself.
I want my life back together. I want to call Anjum. And I want to call Emily.
I'll dial him right now.
Yes.
You right now.
Yes, let's call Anjum. I want to call Anjum now. I miss Anjum.
Sandra's hearing her.
Come on. Let's go inside the house.
Stop pinching me.
Let's go inside the
Stop
house,
hitting me.
Larry.
Stop.
Come
You're
on.
too aggressive and dangerous. Stop.
No, I'm not dangerous.
I'm afraid of you. Stop
You're
it.
not afraid of me. Let's go
I
inside
am.
the house.
I'm now afraid of you. Stop
Let's
it.
go inside the house. No
You're
worries,
a crazy
Felicia.
person.
No, I'm not angry.
And you're a sissy.
No, I'm not a
If you're
sissy.
angry at Maritza, deal with Maritza.
Fine, then I will deal with her directly. And not be angry.
Get your dumb phone.
Where is she? Give me the phone.
No, don't give it to her.
Give me the
Don't
phone.
let her touch phone. Stop hurting Elisa. You beat her up once
I'm
today.
not going to beat her up. And I'm not.
Sounds a
I
little-
want to go inside the house. Because I don't want to be in the fucking garage anymore.
Okay.
Give me the fucking key.
Walk away.
Give me the key. Give me the phone, Isabella.
No.
I want to call her.
Please
Get
stop
off.
trying to
I'm
attack
going to
me.
call her and deal with her directly instead of
He's
being
going to
angry.
put you on the phone right now.
Yes. Let's go inside the house. So, Felicia is back.
You're a doctor and you're educated.
Yes, I'm
Why
very
would you
educated.
Communicate like that?
Because I'm very upset. Let's go inside the house and talk.
Well, then-
I can do it better inside the house.
No.
Hello, Marisa. Hello, Marisa.
Calm down.
Marisa. Marisa. Marisa.
Give them a chance to answer.
Hello. Let's go inside the house and talk. I don't want to do it in the fucking garage.
I'm not going to let you in. Right
Yes.
now. No. I want to see how this phone call goes.
Give me the key to the
I'm not
house.
gonna- I'm not trying your phone call. You shouldn't keep opening because they're going to
Come on. Larry, come on, please.
stop grabbing me and stop. Listen to me. Back up, lady. Lady, back up. Back up. Don't violate my space again. Back up, I said. Don't violate my space. Deal with your phone call.
Hello. Hello. Can we go inside the house?
Felicia, I'm not going to keep telling you this.
Let's go inside the house, Larry.
Felicia, focus on talking to her.
Hello.
Not that you're angry at.
Hello.
Because she doesn't want to. See? She wants to protect her.
I don't want to protect that bitch. She's a cunt anyway. Marisa.
Felicia, hold on.
Why don't you think about what you have to say and communicate?
Can I go inside to communicate? I don't want to be in the fucking garage.
You're going to have to control yourself. You have
No.
to show her you can control yourself.
No, I want to go inside the house to talk to her.
And how many things have you damaged in that house?
A lot of things. I've damaged a lot of things in the house.
In your state of mind,
Yes.
why don't I want to let you in?
Because I've damaged too much stuff.
And why would I let you
But
in now?
Felicia's going to be fine. Happy, normal, fine, no problem. Okay,
Why are you
Larry.
yelling at Larry when he's not even the person that you're angry at? Focus on the phone call at the person
So
who's not
fine.
angry.
Let's go inside the house.
As nice as I've been to you, as
Yes.
well as I treated you, you're yelling at me? You're saying you put mercury on where? On the doorknobs in the hospital.
Yeah. Your food.
Other things I touched? Or anybody touched?
Yeah.
So is it possible that you poisoned medical personnel, like doctors and nurses up there?
Yes.
Look, Claudia, take your hands away from your face.
Yes. I must have. I put it on the doorknob. They came in.
Did you want to poison them? Did you think about it? And And you did it anyway? Why?
Because I wanted to poison you. And I didn't care about other people.
Speak up, please.
And I didn't care about other people.
Speak audibly, Claudia.
I didn't care about other people.
Okay, so say again.
I wanted to poison you and I didn't care about other people.
So then what did you do when I was at Columbia?
I spoke to your doctor. I spoke to 2 female doctors there and I told them that I thought that you were abusive and that I thought that you were delusional and that you thought that I had poisoned you, but I thought that I was like, he just pressured me into saying that. And my family, you know, I didn't really have that good a family. I just felt like I had to say that to get him to keep talking.
To get what?
To get you to keep talking to me.
To say what?
To say that I poisoned you. So I was trying to make it seem like you just pressured me into saying it.
Did you in fact poison me?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I did.
When his victims were completely subdued, when they were under his control, he committed crimes to get them to pay extortion, forced labor, sex trafficking, obstruction of justice, financial crimes. Assistant U.S. Attorney Molly Bracewell told jurors in her closing argument. The defendant did all of this for control, for his own greed, and to increase his power to cement his position in the organized group that he led. Santos Rosario has testified in court and reportedly started to involve his sisters in the sex cult, with one of the sisters being described as Ray's wives upon his arrest, along with alleged co-conspirator Isabella Polak. Rosario had poor mental health history, once attempting suicide according to his mother. Larry Ray attempted to persuade him to attempt suicide again on at least one occasion. Rosario dated Larry Ray's daughter, Talia, who had some sort of relationship with the psychology professor, Marvin Frankel, who died in 2018. Referring to Frankel, Glass stated, he was always known as very inappropriately close with female students. That was his reputation. Roberta describes Ray as being extremely paranoid and a hoarder, and brought up a conversation she recently had with the DA, who he thought the students at Sarah Lawrence were smart. Glass asserts that members of cults, in fact, tend to have IQs that are higher than average, not lower, and that falling prey to a cult leader is affected by factors other than intelligence.
As alleged, the indictment that we unsealed earlier today, Ray ensnared many of his victims while they were teenagers, a time of particular vulnerability for the young people he preyed on. Ray's first victims were sophomores at a college in Westchester County, girls and boys young enough to be his children. In fact, his initial victims were his daughter's college roommates.
Around 2010, a college in Westchester County, New York, a group of sophomore students welcomed a new roommate to their on-campus dorm. The roommate was Lawrence Ray, and the arrangement was anything but.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning. I'm Gail King with Anthony Mason and Tony DeCopel. A man long suspected of exploiting and manipulating his daughter's college friends is in jail this morning. His name is Lawrence Ray. He's 60 years old. He was arrested yesterday by the FBI and New York Police Department on charges including sex trafficking, money laundering, extortion, and forced labor. Prosecutors say the abuse started years ago when Ray moved in with his daughter at Sarah Lawrence College in her dorm room. Errol Barnett is at the campus that's just north of New York City. Errol, so many apparent issues here. How far back does this go?
Well, good morning. Well, Gail, Lawrence Ray moved in with his daughter back in 2010 after a jail stint. He effectively told her, and she was a sophomore here at the time, that he just needed a place to crash for a while. That is when the alleged abuse began.
The conduct alleged here is outrageous. Makes you angry. If you're not angry, you don't have a soul.
After years of allegations about unspeakable abuse against young people he met as college students, 60-year-old Lawrence Ray was arrested at this New Jersey home on Tuesday.
One of his daughter's roommates and one of the female victims in the indictment were in the residence at the time.
According to the indictment, Ray held so-called therapy sessions in his daughter's dorm, alienating several of the victims from their parents after earning their trust. The document says he controlled them by using verbal and physical abuse, which escalated after he and some of the victims later moved to New York City. The indictment also charges Ray with depriving his victims of food and sleep and taking explicit pictures of some of them. Prosecutors say he accused them of lying and stealing, and in response they say he asked for money, eventually extorting nearly $1 million.
Ray directed his victims to obtain money for him by other means, by draining their parents' savings, and worse, forced labor and prostitution.
Ray is also accused of demanding taped confessions from his victims for supposed crimes they committed.
Are you making this by your own free will?
Yes.
In this video uploaded in 2017, an apparently disoriented young woman says she tried to poison Ray, an unsubstantiated allegation.
Did you in fact poison me?
Yes, absolutely.
The investigation into Ray was prompted by this New York Magazine article from April of last year. James Walsh co-wrote the piece.
These students were just curious, open to the world, looking for somebody interesting to latch onto and who could share wisdom about the world, and Larry was that person.
In a statement, Sarah Lawrence College said student safety is a priority. It says an internal investigation done in 2019 about the accusations in the article did not substantiate those specific claims.
I don't think a lot of people we spoke to didn't maybe understand the extent of it or the seriousness or the fact that it had gone on for so long, but certainly students around campus knew about it.
Now, Walsh also tells CBS News additional alleged victims have come forward since his article was published with accusations of their own that date back to the 1990s. Ray is scheduled to be arraigned in a New York City courtroom this afternoon and faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. And Tony, just one other note before I throw it back to you. His court-appointed attorney has not been identified, so we do not have comment from Ray's point of view just yet.
It's just an absolutely shocking story, Errol. Thank you very much.